Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to another video. This one is super exciting. We're doing a 2023 goal setting session. How we're gonna get there. My ear, I don't love the way that it's looking, but that's okay. Hi, I'm Tessa, 23-year-old living in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Also, how weird is it if you are also from Toronto? How weird is it that I just said Toronto and not Toronto? Anyways, I'm just gonna jump into it. We've got lots to cover today. I have my Notion in front of me as well as my handy dandy notebook because I am a girly that likes to do both. So first things first, let me not share my screen. Oh my god, get me out of corporate. Let me record my screen. All right, so this is what my Notion looks like for 2023. So you can see there's a few things going on here. Goals and reflections. I'm trying to keep everything in one spot this year just because then I can see everything at the same time, which I think will be really helpful in just making sure that everything is aligned properly. So let's just start at the top. As you can see, very top, I have my words for 2023. So my three words are build, adventure, and wholesome. To me, these are really good words for my goals, but also just for my life. So build is just any way that I can build my personal life, my work life, my YouTube content, whatever life. That's a huge priority. Adventure is just leaving my house more, trying to do things that challenge me in a little bit of new ways. And then wholesome, this past year I've kind of realized that, you know, like going clubbing, going to bars, while it's fun, that's not how I want to spend every Saturday, and that's not how I want to spend all of my time with my friends. So I just want to like really focus on being more whole in my wellness, in my relationships, and all that kind of stuff. So those are my words for the year. Next, I will take you to just the general setup. So here we've got my monthly review. I set up a little template button for a new month, and then within each one we have a reflection on the previous month, my goals for the current month, and then a reset checklist, which I'll do at the beginning of each month. Obviously this is my first time going through this whole process, so I didn't really fill it out that complete for January, but that's what we're looking at. And then I've also got a quarterly review. This template is really not done yet. I need to work on it. Specifically the reset checklist, I just don't have enough in there, as well as the reflection. So that's that. You can kind of see my goals here, but we will get into that at another time. I also have my big scary goals. These are things that, like, this is something that I got from Tess Barkley actually, of Busy Blooming. Just writing down a few things that you like really want, that you don't really necessarily want to say because it's embarrassing. And I mean, I don't really think any of these are embarrassing, but they're like the life goals that I don't really see happening in the next like year or two, but that I want for my future. So one of them, I mean, all of these kind of dive into, like, kind of mesh into those big scary goals, but also a lot of them don't. One of them is, as you can see, 100K by 25. That's just to have a salary or to like make $100,000 by the time I'm 25. I'm 23 right now. Feels kind of doable, also feels kind of out of reach. I don't know, we'll see. Second one is to become some sort of fitness instructor. There was a time when I was like, oh my god, I really want to be a spin instructor. And I can see that still happening, but I would also be fine to just like get a personal training certificate. I don't even have to do anything with it. I just want to do it because fitness and health and working out has always been a really big part of my life. And I just think that would be a really good way to like solidify everything that I've learned and everything that kind of has brought me to the point of wanting to have this kind of certificate. I'm gonna add like a certificate onto that, because just in case. And then lastly, I want to own something in Toronto. Townhouse, probably out of reach. Condo, I don't really back condo fees just because I feel like, especially in the types of condo like buildings that I would want to live in, the maintenance fees are just basically as much as the mortgage. So like I would rather just rent and throw away my money at that point. And then here you've also see I've also got a 2023 bucket list. Really not built out, really not built out at all, but these are just some of my initial thoughts. So that's what we're looking like for Notion. In terms of my goals, I'm just going to show you what kind of properties we've got going on here. So if you know Notion at all, this is just kind of how I'm categorizing, keeping things organized. Within my tags, I just have what area of life that falls into. Of course, my complete or not checkbox. I don't really know why I did this as a status, but I just added my 3 words. So I'm trying to link the goals to the actual pillar or the word that it's linked to, just to make sure, again, that everything is aligned. And then here I've got I'm trying to quantify how easy or hard it will be. So obviously I've got easy, mid, and hard. And that's pretty much that. Did that just make me a new one? No, it didn't. Okay, so, oh yes it did. Let's get into the goals. I'm actually gonna stop sharing my screen now because I've got it written down in another way. So let's get into it. Different organization, let's do it. Okay, so getting into my goals here, I broke them for this into a few less categories just to make it a little easier. So I've got personal, fun, health, finance, career, and home. So personal has the most, and then everything else kind of has a similar amount. So we'll start off. Personal, read 40 minutes a day. This is very self-explanatory. I don't really care if it's like 40 minutes before bed, 40 minutes in the morning, 40 minutes scattered throughout the day. I just want to get into the habit of reading, and I want to get into the habit of reading a fiction and nonfiction book at the same time. I qualified this as a mid-medium task, and it's in my build word, so that's fun. Second, solidify my routines. Not only is this referring to like my morning, night, and bedtime routine, but also like my weekly routine. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with office days, how my partner and I are going to figure out what days we see each other, what days we don't, because we don't live together. So it's just like a matter of getting all that organized, and having it fit with what we need to do for work, what we need to do outside of work, what we need to do at the gym, all that kind of stuff. So that's one thing. Third is getting out of my comfort zone monthly. So I kind of touched on this before, but in the past, honestly, since COVID, I've become such a homebody and I don't really want to do new things. Like internally I do, but when it comes down to it, I'm like, ugh, do I really have to do that right now? So I really want to push myself to not have that attitude and to actually go through with trying new things. Fourth and personal is staying connected with my extended family. So my family, what is the word? My immediate family. It's just my parents and I. I don't have any siblings. I've had dogs in the past, don't have one right now. If you remember Piper from my previous videos, she unfortunately passed this summer due to cancer, so that's a bummer and not part of the story. Anyways, I want to stay connected with my extended family because we are the only ones that live in Southwestern Ontario. Everyone else lives in Ottawa, Quebec, like sprawled around the US, so it's been kind of challenging just to stay connected with everyone. So I just want to make it a priority to, you know, DM my cousins on Instagram, that type of stuff, and obviously like stay in touch with my grandma because she is my last grandparent and that's just a really meaningful relationship to me. Finally, in the personal category is to make a good group of girlfriends. I have always struggled with having a group of friends. I have always kind of like been a floater. So I've had one friend here, one friend there, one friend there, one friend there. They kind of know each other, but they also don't. They only know each other through me, and I would just really love to have that like group chat that's just always going of girls. Hey, what's going on? Like, do you know what I mean? I've just never really had that, and I'm finding that challenging in my adult life because it's like, okay, well, if I want to go to dinner on a Friday night, it's like I have to do it with one person and one person only, unless I'm trying to bring together a lot of people, which sometimes that can be good, but you just can't have the same types of discussions that you can, or like conversations, doesn't need to be a discussion, same type of conversations as you can with people that you're closer with, obviously. Okay, second category here is fun. So these are the things that I just think are like fun that I want to do. One, be a tourist in my city monthly. So I mentioned this at the beginning, but I live in Toronto. I moved here about 1.5 years ago and I haven't done much. I haven't, oh my god, excuse me, I burped. I haven't gone to that many restaurants. I haven't gone to cool markets. I haven't even explored like Ossington, which is pretty close to me. If you know Toronto, you like know that it's a pretty cool street, especially for like our vibe. I guess my vibe. But yeah, I just want to get out in my city more. Like, it's to the point where if someone comes to visit me in the city for like a weekend or a few days, I don't know what to do with them because I'm like, want to watch TV because that's what I do. So you'll kind of see a theme in this that I just need to get out more. Second is to listen to more new music. If you know me personally, you will know that I don't like listening to music unless I know all the words and can sing along. And how am I supposed to find new music if I won't know the words immediately? So I need to make this a priority because I'm getting really sick of the music that I have. I also just need to do a Spotify clean out, but that's a whole other story. I just want to listen to more new music and not get annoyed when I don't know the words. Mindset thing, enjoyment thing, fun. That's what I'm classifying it as. The last one in this category is to socialize twice a week. My goal for this is to have like one during the work week and once on the weekend. That might not seem like a lot to people, but right now, if I'm not alone, if I'm not with my roommate, and if I'm not with my boyfriend, I don't really do much. I don't see many people. So I just want to push myself and actually do that. Outside of work, I have gotten a lot more social at work, just with like going to the office and stuff, but yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to get a life. I need to have fun. I need to enjoy my 20s. While I have the freedom to like do whatever I want, I need to do that, you know? Everyone would like be mad at me if they knew that I was just kind of like chilling, floating around like a little bean. That's how I feel. Anyways, next category is health. So health, I've got 3. One is daily movement. That one's like pretty self-explanatory. I really want to get a walking pad, and that would just make daily movement so much easier, because I struggle to go to the gym. I have like an apartment gym, and then I also have a gym in my building, like a real gym that I'm a member of. So there's literally no excuse for me not to have some form of, excuse me, why do I keep burping? There's no excuse for me to not have some form of movement in my day. So I just need to make that a priority, and I'm working on it. Second, I mentioned the gym downstairs, like the real gym. They have so many classes, and I made a list of them, and I want to try every single class this year. I just think that'll be fun. I do need to kind of go to the gym, build up my confidence a little bit more before I feel like I'm ready to do that. I've already done all variations of spin, and that's it. I'm signed up for a hot yoga class on Sunday, so hopefully that'll be good, and I'll work that into my routine. But there's so many. There's like boxing, there's anti-gravity yoga where you like go on the things and hang upside down. That was probably really unattractive, whatever. Yeah, I really want to try all the classes because that just feels so fun. And last, for health, I want to complete all my monthly watch challenges. The reason why I didn't say close my rings daily is because I find that that can get me like in a bit of a toxic mindset, and the watch challenges are like already tailored to you. They already take into account your daily movement, like what you typically do in a month. So I'm just gonna try and do that. What is the one for January? Let's check, everyone. So January's monthly challenge is really depressing. Earn this award by doing 6 workouts that last for 5 minutes or more. You've done 2 workouts so far this month. So obviously I need to work on that. I will definitely get that because I'm going on a ski trip out west for a week in January, so that's gonna be easy. And yeah, so that's 1 of 12. Good to go. My apologies, I'm still working over a flu that I caught a month ago. My health is just fantastic. We're getting through this, I promise. Next, we've got finance. I've got 3 here. I do have a few more like savings goals, but I'll save that for another time. First is I want to have 2 low spend months, and what that means for me is like just buying the essentials. You don't have to, or I'm not gonna let myself do like Uber Eats. I'm only gonna let myself do going out and stuff on special occasions, all that kind of stuff, no shopping, just to keep my spending at a minimum, because I really don't need to spend $400 at Aritzia every month. Like, that's just not reasonable. Or Lulu, or really anywhere that's clothes or makeup or skincare, whatever. The last one, oh no, I'm only on the second of 3. Second, I want to have 2 5-figure earning months, so that's like $10,000 or more. In sales, that's like relatively easy, just because of the way commission checks work. I had 2 already last year, so I feel like that one will be relatively easy, but I think having it as a goal will just make sure it's top priority in my mind. The third and final finance goal is to get a solid side income. So what I mean by that is to get something that's a little bit more consistent and I can rely on a little bit more. I already get a little bit of income from Redbubble. I sell some stuff on there. I get a little bit for working with my dad. He is currently starting up a company, so I'm doing some stuff for them. And I want to just start doing like more digital products. I also have coffee chats on Busy Blooming if you're interested in doing that. My camera is telling me that I'm about to run out of storage, so I need to go really, really fast. Okay, where was I? I got a new memory card. It cut me off literally right when I realized that it was about to cut me off. Where were we? Career. Basically, my only one for career is to determine my next steps. I don't really have any concrete like moves that I want to make because I don't know where I want to go. I am coming up on a year at this new job in May, and typically in a year in this role you get promoted, but at this point in time I'm not sure that I want that promotion, so it's just kind of trying to figure out where I want to go next. Those discussions have been started with my boss, which is why I'm sharing it here as well, but yeah, that's what's up. And then the last category where I have 3 goals is home. These goals are all relatively small. One is to like figure out art and decor in the apartment. As you can see, our walls, very blank. All the walls in my bedroom, very blank. So that's one. Second, I really want to get the mirror, like the big IKEA mirror for my bedroom. But it's just challenging because I have a little car and I've gotten the mirror in my car once for my last roommate. But I just don't want to do it again because it like was really, really challenging, and I don't know. But I really need to get that mirror and put it, I think I'm gonna put it in the corner like behind my desk. I'll show you when it comes. Third, I need to figure out the best like organization and cleaning schedule, because having limited storage space when there's 2 people living here and we don't like share too much stuff other than like spices and stuff like that is challenging, because staying organized, there's just so much stuff. So it's like, how do we manage all of this and keep it all clean and just do all of that? That's something we have not yet figured out, but those are my goals for this year. Oh my gosh, I stopped doing the easy mid adventure build, like my words. That's quite unfortunate. Maybe I'll add it on the screen. I'll just take a little screenshot of what my Notion was and then we'll do that. So that's good. I have to get back to work. I'm filming this on my lunch break. It is currently January 5th, so we're already a little bit into the year. I hope you guys are having a wonderful year. I'm gonna try and edit and upload this today. But yeah, we will chat soon. I'll see you in my next video, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below letting me know one of your goals for for this year, and hopefully we will crush 2023 together. I will see you guys next time. Bye!